Today we're talking driver versus iron setup basics.
Let's take charge of your game. We get asked all the time, should you hit the driver different to the iron? Well, today we're talking about driver versus iron setup basics.
Hello everybody and welcome to the show. We're your coaches, Andy and Pierce. If you're new to the channel, make sure you hit that subscribe button and the notification bell if you want to improve your game. And also leave us a comment about your game down below and we'll get back to as many as we can.
Yeah, get posting, get posting. Right now, Andy, I think first of all we need to understand what is the difference between a driver and an iron? What are we looking to achieve?
Okay, well look, let's answer the question. Should we be hitting the driver different to the iron? 100% yes, it is a different club because we are looking to hit this totally different to an iron. So let's talk about what we want from the big stick. Well, you're teeing it up off the tee, so you want to hit it, especially nowadays, you want to hit it as far as possible. We want to make sure we're maxing out on the distance with these clubs because if we're further down there and we're making the course shorter, we know we're going to score lower. So what we're looking to do, first of all, with the driver, to hit it as far as possible, we want an attack angle that is up, and if we can hit the golf ball on the way up, we know that we can optimize the distance and be further out there.
Absolutely.
And if we can create that high launch, low spin, we know similar to Rory, we know he hits it a long way.
The long drivers are all doing that.
Exactly, yeah. So if we can do that, then that's great. Now with an iron, it's totally different. We're looking to actually control distance. We're looking to hit it to a certain number, and we want to be a little bit more accurate to find those greens. And if we do that, again, we're going to hopefully get some lower scores. So to do that, strike is so important, and the fact that the ball's on the ground, we actually want a slightly downward attack angle. So we want to hit the golf ball followed by the turf. And this is really important if we want to get that consistency of the strike and actually consistency of that numbers pace that we're after as well.
Absolutely. And look, it's massive, isn't it, when we're talking about consistency and distance. We need to treat them separately, obviously. Okay, so the driver.
So we know now that we want to hit this golf ball as far as possible, and we know ideally to get the most out of it, we want to hit up. So what does the setup look like? Well, first of all, let's go tee height. To help us promote an upward attack angle, we want to tee the golf ball higher. So we've done other videos on that. This will vary depending on the golf swing, but look, let's create the intention to sweep it off the tee and get the golf ball teed nice and high. And this will take a little bit of playing around with Pierce. So first of all, I got mine teed really high now. That's going to again help me sort of promote this upward attack angle. So first of all, ball position, really simple. There's not many people, Pierce, who come to lessons for us who've got the ball position too far forward.
Very rare.
Let's get that ball position forward in the stance. So I'm really going to knock it forward here to maybe left heel or even sort of left toe here, because again, I know that's going to help me produce more distance with this attack angle. Now look at the width of stance here. I'm going nice and wide. I'm really going to use these legs. The legs are a massive power source. So if I can get a good stable base where I can really drive and get behind the golf ball, all these things really, Pierce, help us to produce that upward attack angle, but use the ground in an efficient way as well. So I've got ball position forward, nice wide stance, a little wider than shoulder width. Now from here, something we get asked a lot, what about tilts? Well, we want to make sure we talk about the K-bomb a lot, where we get this right side a little lower than the left. So if I'm in this position here now, with this body tilt, I'm ready to go, I'm primed, ready. Now this is going to now encourage my club to bottom out a little early and collect the golf ball on the way up. So I've got ball position, my stance, the tilts here are sort of priming me ready. And from here, Pierce, it looks like here I'm going to hit up, doesn't it?
Okay, so I think the one thing that we definitely, obviously some people will be watching this and thinking, hang on a bit, I don't want to sky my driver and mark the top of it. Well, the good thing is if you tee the ball high and you're uncomfortable with it, well, put the ball well forward. Yeah. Because if you put the ball well forward in your stance, you'll never sky it anyway. So actually, you'll get great information from having a high tee and a well forward ball position.
And think about this, if the ball position's back and we haven't got these tilts, it's going to promote this downward attack angle. Great for an iron, but not great for a driver if you want to hit it a little bit further.
Okay, let's see what you got
So
there.
I'm going to hit the beautiful hole here at the Asprey, the first. I'm going to knock it over that bunker.
Don't often film on here, do we? We don't often film on this hole.
So I'm going to exaggerate this, Pierce. Wide stance, ball forward, a little bit more tilt. I'm really going to feel as if I can swing and hit this one on the way up.
And you pretty much did that with that.
That was a beauty, a little bit higher than normal there. But I know that one now is going to get a little bit more distance out of it because of that launch and spin.
Maybe we should go and play the iron then.
I think we should.
Now, Andy, you've absolutely kablammed that drive straight down the middle of the fairway.
Yes,
kablammed, and it's gone at least 240 yards.
At least, that's a good one for me.
Okay, so look, we're there with the iron. Sorry, we're here, sorry, with the iron. what are we looking at in the setup?
Okay, well, as we've mentioned, we're looking to now control the distance. We want to hit it a certain number as opposed to just hitting it as hard as possible. So yes, there is a difference in how we play the shot, but also we talked about striking down with the iron, so we know the club should be hitting the ball followed by the turf. So our setup will allow us to get the right contact for us. So here's the things we want to focus on. So we mentioned before, stance and ball position. So with this, obviously, we're not trying to create as much power here. We're not trying to hit up, so the stance is going to go a little closer together. The feet aren't going to be quite as wide. And from here now, the ball position, something that we get asked a lot, where should the ball be? Well, we like to say roughly, we want it slightly ahead of center, anywhere between a club head and the center of the stance here. So anywhere in this area here is a good thing, depending on really your golf swing and your style. But a great guide to start from is maybe a club head inside that lead heel there. So what this will do, narrow stance, ball position a little further back now, this helps us get that ball followed by the turf. Now another question we get asked about the K-bomb, should we use this for the irons? Well, think about that. What did this help us to do? It helped us to hit up. So not really, we don't want to apply that. So what we're actually going to do here is we're going to have a right shoulder and right hand that's lower, that's fine, but we're not going to really create any more tilt here because that's too much and that's going to cause us to sort of hit that ground first.
So it's not a conscious thought, is it? It's literally
No.
the fact that your right hand is lower than your
Exactly, so we're sort of a little more neutral. Now, great thing here with an iron, what we'd recommend you guys to do is just favour the lead side in weight slightly. So 60% of the weight on the lead leg as opposed to around about 50-50 with the driver. And this is just going to help that low point really happen a little bit later past the golf ball and ensure you get that nice solid strike on the golf.
And that's actually okay to do with a hybrid as well. You
Yeah.
think it feels a little bit strange, maybe 55% with a hybrid, but definitely favouring the lead side is good to get that interaction after the ground.
Okay,
After
so
the ball, sorry.
ball position, we've got the weight favouring the lead side. We're definitely going to see a little bit more interaction with the ground on this one, hopefully a little divot after the shot. And a beautiful strike on that one. You can see I'm definitely a little more over the lead side at finish. And nicely pitched on the green and stopped. And you can see there a little bit of interaction with the ground, the divot past the golf ball there. That's how we want to do it.
100%, that's exactly what I was doing when you were hitting that shot. I was watching where the golf ball was, and it was probably maybe at least half an inch behind that divot there. So pretty decent, pretty decent. Okay, we hope you enjoyed that. If you want to see more coaching videos like this, please head to our website, meandmygolf.com, where you can see amongst a lot of content, but you will see break 100, break 90, and guess what? Next week, break 80 will be going live. We're really excited on that.
Exactly, and there's a 6-week coaching plans where we actually guide you each week to help you beat your goals. So if you want to go and check that out, make sure you click here, and we look forward to seeing you there.